Do you ever get a Jones to play something you haven't played in a long, long time? Well, I have a SimCity 2013 Jones. It's been nagging at me for days. So I reinstalled it from the EA app, but I'm not sure that I'm happy about that. It's a madness, I tell you, a madness. It's going to consume up entirely too much of my time. You see all this fancy stuff they're displaying in this intro teaser? Well, I always seem to implode before I ever get to the fancy future stuff. I think I develop too fast, get too impatient, get a little too crazy with trying some things. So my Jones wants me to try to take it a bit slower on the development and pay close attention to the basics of population growth and basic resource demands. I want to try to get multiple cities working together, buying and selling resources and goods, then work up to regional transportation, then work up to all the future fancy stuff, and then maybe even, finally, create one of the great works. Now, that all sounds good right now, but I'm not sure how it's going to go this time around. Anyway, I got the SimCity Jones, I tell you. The Jones! And it's a madness. All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. Kenny is here. Wow. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, folks. It's loading in right now. Give me a moment. Normally, you can just click when it starts loading, and it'll skip all the loading screen stuff. But not today. Today it's like, no, you're gonna create a complete work. We're gonna give you the grand experience today. The full title's gonna play. Bum 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 bum. There we are. Now it's taking a sweet time loading in. So, it's actually better. So on the cover artwork here, let me switch back to that for a minute while we're waiting for this thing to load. I don't know why sometimes from the EA servers, do you ever get it? Just, no. Why it just suddenly, wants to take a long time. It's like it's downloading something. I'm not really sure what it's doing. But sometimes it just loads real fast and sometimes no. Just going to sit there and think about loading for a minute. Anyway, in this image here, it shows that I've got metal to do, that the alloy is full, and then I've got just a few more TVs to do. Okay, so in the process of putting that together and getting this ready, I've completed all the televisions. So now it's just the last little bit of metal, to send over to the Arcology. Now, I've never made it this far, so I don't know what to expect, and I really don't know what the consequences are going to be. What happens when you plop 60 more thousand people or more? I don't know how many. We needed 60,000 crates of TVs, not 60,000 TVs. So I honestly don't know. I've never had an Arcology before. I don't know what to expect. And again, I don't know the ramifications of what's going to happen when we drop an Arcology between these three cities, but we're going to find out sometime now. EA Maxis, what's going on? See, look at the upper right hand corner. See the little spinning disc there? Yeah. So normally when you load and it's loading in, and again it goes through the loading introduction video, if you just click anywhere, it just bypasses that, brings you right to the main menu, and you get started. That sometimes it doesn't want to do that. Sometimes it makes you play out the whole video, and then, like now, it'll hang for a few minutes. It will go. It absolutely will start. But why it does this, I don't know. But it does give you a minute to watch the fancy cars and look at the nice little clouds and the little steam and I saw an article that was written by somebody who, how do I say it? Trying to say it speaks to my heart. Like, there's at simnews.com, there is a gentleman that wrote an article saying, isn't it time that we had a new SimCity for the Sims? And basically, all the things that I've been ranting about through all these live streams about bringing SimCity back for the Sims specifically. They don't have to tie in, but that's the idea, is that these two titles will finally be able to integrate into one another, and the joy and fun that we will have. Wow, it really is taking its sweet time today. Well, I guess it gives me a chance to sit here and hang out with you for a minute and grab my coffee. 6 minutes already to load this thing. I should just read that article. Obviously, I have time to read that article. I should go get it. Simsnews.com. Accept. Go, Daddy. The Sims 4's new expansion pack. Oh boy, 500 miles an hour into the crowd, the air show. Wow. That's Rod Machado now? He's old and he's bald and he's got a big mustache. Wow. I did not realize. Oh, what? Kidding? She didn't realize that people got old? One Forgotten Sims spin-off deserves the Sims 4 treatment. Sims Medieval. I really liked Sims Medieval. I wanted it to be incorporated into the game itself. I really didn't want it to be a standalone. I had been requesting Sims Medieval for years and years before it came out. But yeah. And then you couldn't do any building in it, and that was the thing that I wanted to do the most. I wanted all the medieval building stuff. So you give somebody ideas, and then they run with it and go completely the other direction. All right, let's see here. Wow, come on, Sims. SimCity, what's going on? What is this? It says a new SimCity game is in development, confirmed by EA Electronic Arts. Details are still scarce, but it has been years since the release of the last official SimCity game in 2013. What? Somebody's calling me right now? One moment. Hello? Hey, Tony. Have any... Don't know. Excuse me. I don't really know. What? Okay, it finally, as you see, it finally loaded in there. I can't believe what I'm seeing, folks. Look, let me see if I can show you. Oh no, what? Now you don't want to show me the browser? That's weird. That's so weird. I'm trying to show you the website, and it's not showing. Gosh, everything is buggy today, folks. Let's try this. Gosh, it's always something. Look, right there. A new SimCity game is in development. A new SimCity game is in development, confirmed by EA Electronic Arts. Details are still scarce, but it has been years since the release. Games Learning Society org. That's in 2024. But when did they update that? A new SimCity would solve all problems. Well, I don't know what to believe. If so, fantastic. It's then again, everything that we've been wanting for 30 years might come true. They've got to really commit to bringing the titles together. You know, not as, again, they can't be thought of as one separate projects. They have to be thought of as one thing. All right, we're here. So I'm so sorry for all the weird delays. And then my mom called, and I don't know what to tell her. She locked her keys out of her house. She was asking me if I had keys. I don't have any keys. And then she's almost like mad at me for not having keys. I'm like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. What do you want me to do? I don't have the skill set you're looking for at the moment. Lock picking, I sorry, I've never done any of that. I don't know what to tell you. Wow. Wow, I sure hope that headline is true. We've been waiting for a long time. Us OG SimCity people. A long time. All right, let's check this out. I said since I put up that artwork for the cover, I have since done all the TVs. We only have just like 6,000 tons of metal to send over. We're done. We got all the alloy in the TVs. Again, I've never done this. This is the furthest I've ever made to completing one of the great works. And I have to say now, boy, I must have really been bad in the past, because it doesn't seem as painful as I thought it was. What's been painful is these cities developing all kinds of traffic and trying to deal with it and fighting the money. But now that we don't need to send all the alloy and the TVs anymore, I can sell all that now. And TVs are like the pinnacle of making money. So all we got to do is wait for the metal. And I even went ahead and put a smelting, whoever smelt it, dealt it. I put a smelting, whatever you call it, a smelter over here to speed up the metal production a little bit. You don't have to build a smelter to make metal. The recycle building is one of the coolest things you can ever get, because in the recycle building, the people naturally in their trash produce plastic, alloy, and metal. It's so funny. So many resources in SimCity are not limitless, but alloy, plastic, and metal is limitless as just part of their trash. Had to do this was wicked horrible traffic. I just had to put in a bunch of avenue stretching out here and move the donut over here to try to alleviate. It was backing up all the way to Trinity Point over there. Just had to move that traffic off of this point. Intersections right here when you first build into your city are really problematic, and I'm not good with like roundabouts or anything. I don't have any custom mods to do off ramps, on ramps, any of that stuff. So just putting in a lot of extra boulevard for them to travel on and get off the highway. Okay, so all right, so money. So now we don't have to, at the trade port, we don't have to use plastic locally anymore, and we can export it. And we don't need the alloy anymore, and we can export it. Still need coal for a little bit. We haven't moved on to advanced energy production yet, but this will start bringing us in money again. And when the metal's done, the metal will be bringing us in money. Okay, so now let's go over to Clearwater and do the same kind of thing. Now we can sell all these TVs and processors that we're making. Let's come to our huge trade port. My amusement park is off. We were losing so much money. Look, I'm down to 39,000. All right, trade depot. Plastic. Export. Alloy. Actually, let's turn that back on. Use locally. TVs. And how many processors are we knocking out? I don't know that we have any storage at the moment for processors. Bum, 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 bum. Great. Processors. Might have to knock that building out. Sorry, folks. Oh, I'm so sorry. You will survive. Okay. Yeah, these people are going to start, I think, going to start rolling in the money. We can turn on our amusement park again. I've had to turn off so much stuff to keep these cities alive while we were working on this arcology. All right, let's go over to Trinity Point. Somebody's building something out there in nowhere land. You see that out there? Out in the mist? Our trade depot for this place is right here. Whoops. All right, alloy, export, plastic, export. Great. Great, great, great. I'm surprised our casinos haven't been making the money. Oh, that's better. It was only making like 5,000. That's much better. This one was making 5,000 and this one was making 6,000. Oh, that's fantastic. This is now earning 23,000 a day. And then we've got our big resort, our big hotel. That one was losing 58,000 a day. Now it's earning 51,000 a day in profit. Oh. All right. Let's look over at the arcology again. 2,250 out of 2,800 tons. All right, I'm gonna start speeding things up. So it's just waiting on the metal now. Again, I'm excited. I haven't built any of the great works yet. Again, I don't know what to expect. You know, what is it gonna do? Can we access the lot? Is it just sit there? Is there anything we can do with it? We're gonna know real soon. And then what does that mean if there's another 60,000 people in the system? I mean, looking at the highway now, I'm really gonna have to do some work because we're just already getting to be a mess. I'm gonna have to figure out advanced road layout. But SimCity doesn't come with basics, the basics that I know of to do off-ramp, on-ramp stuff. and there's no one-way streets, and there's no way to stop an intersection, you know, from happening other than deleting one side of it. So a lot of this traffic is caused by cars that are stopping here at this traffic light that want to go that way, and cars that are coming from this direction that want to cut, you know, either way intersections. Fantastic. So now they're making 2,080 an hour. There's so many things I've had to turn off. Now I don't know what to turn back on. This needs upgrading to streetcar. Wait. We're gonna have to put streetcars in soon. What's the circuit? Well, that'll be able to probably... that'll help a little bit. Wow, we might be able to get it all the way. Streetcars all the way over to here. That's nice. And through here. How's that crime doing over here? Because it's a casino city, it's been pretty bad. Oh, good. Normally they're running around and everybody's screaming, the crime is too high. Crime is too high. Oh, I see some buildings that need to go. What's this? Couldn't find shops or parks. All right, well, let's use your lots as shops and parks. That's one way to solve the problem. Did I put a medium one in there? No. There's a park for you. And let's knock this corner out and put in a couple of shops. They really haven't wanted any commercial. They're like, no, 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 we're good, we're good, we're good. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. See if they like that. How's that? Maybe we can put one right on the back side of the... No. Okay, one right at the end of your street. Like a 7-Eleven. Alright, now you have a park and some shops. You guys probably need a shop over here. They don't want any of this. Oh, it's too close to the... Just too close to the rail. Yeah, they won't build there. And they're not really building it here. One on your side, one on your side, and we'll put a small thing. There's a park. There's park. One moment, my phone dinged. Hopefully my mom's doing all right. Hey. After this, at 9, I'll be back to Doom. Doom, the Dark Ages. And last night, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. A puzzle defeated me last night, and the answer was in front of my face, but I swore I had tried and tried and tried everything. And the answer ended up being really simple, and that's how it goes. So I'll just blame it for being overly tired. But, oh boy, how embarrassing. Always something. Park. Park. Shop. Shop. Do. Like, we live under a bridge, man. You're not considerate. It's noisy here. Don't give us any parks. And we're rich, and you treat us like this? Well, I had a lot to do, you see. And you got industry right up on our butts. I had a lot to do, you see. I don't want to go crazy, start putting parks in. How's that arcology doing? 2,280. Sometimes, again, the number will just hang there for a minute and all of a sudden it'll go bam. And same with the TVs, it was like hanging at 48,000 and just stuck there. You didn't see any movement, all of a sudden, boom, 60. So I'm sure it'll just be one of those that'll all of a sudden just change. This was for all of those extra what was this? Freight shipping, freight shipping, freight shipping. I don't think we need it. That's all freight shipping up there too. Dun, 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 dun. No, I don't think we need this anymore. All the freight, excess freight is going over here or to the major trade depot. Well, I don't want to blow it up. I'll just turn it off for right now. Uh-oh. Just those few parks? We lost a little bit of money. Maybe somebody's upgrading or needs tearing down. Couldn't find shops or parks. Really? There's parks, 2 huge parks, just walking distance away. Park in a shop. So I had better wait for this to start making money again and let it build up. I really want to get all these streetcars, a whole bunch of streetcars put in. Streetcar avenues. College, is the community college still? Okay, it's on. The university is off. That's how bad things were trying to keep these cities alive. Had to turn off all my education. They're all sad about that. What year are we in over here? We are in March, year 11. Uh-oh. Burnt. Got here. Couldn't find shops or parks. There's all that across the street from you. We have a park right across the street. Maybe it's because this is so low wealth over here that they didn't like any of the medium wealth stuff. We just put in. Just put in shops and parks for you. I wish we could turn off that little Geiger counter noise every time you move the mouse. Couldn't find shops or parks. That's a lot of parks. Phew. Oh, a little bit of a traffic jam over here with the trains. Oh, there they go. Oh, a little tight on that curve. I didn't put out any bus stops, I think, because just the traffic was too bad. Let's double check. Or do I? No, I've got some. Those school buses? They are. Okay, so there. Yeah, we've got school buses. 750 students yesterday. Wish that casino money would come more into our coffers. They want me to lower tax rates, and I really need to. But not right at the moment. Can't do it. Oh no. Shops or perks. Don't seem to be wanting any of that. Boy, somebody's shooting. Oops. $600 an hour. No. $2,320. May year 11. I try to keep the cities mostly synchronized the best I can. Look, there's stuff out there in the mist too. They're building over there. See? I see a bridge being constructed and I don't know, power plant. So there's stuff being built outside of in nowhere land that can affect these cities, it seems. Negative 2,000. Well, hopefully again that'll change now that we're selling the alloy and the plastic. And their education levels just tanked. They were almost all full. But when you have population changes, it does weird things. So I took most of the congestion off the highway. Now it's all built up in here. That ARCOLOGY stops everything on the highway because they've got a turn. There's no smooth off-ramp like this highway connection. why something like an arcology, they wouldn't give it the same kind of connection. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. I've never done this. But for them not to have a really good connection, to just be a T intersection like that, that's bad. But look at how bad it's stopping up all the traffic going that way. Yeah, there's not enough lanes for everybody to get around. Negative 3,000. They've slowed commuting heavily. Wow. Only like 800 commuting. Yeah, only 399 open low wealth jobs. That's good. They've got all the open wealth jobs over there. 11,000 open wealth jobs. $946 unemployed medium wealth workers. And we have all kinds of 640 open wealth jobs. That's not bad. The numbers aren't wickedly off. Oh, where were we? April year 11. All of our streetcars are bunged up. Probably don't need these right next to the train station. But Sims, you know, they don't want to walk sometimes. That seems about right. Yeah. Oops. Yellow. Can we upgrade these any higher? Nope. Getting very polluty over here. Abandoned. This is residential. Get rid of it. Too polluty. Dang it. Flipped it. little after the top of the hour. Cheers. Hopefully we'll get there within the next hour. We're so close. We're so close to having it. 4,000 more tons. That's it. And then from there, I don't know what happens. Okay, so we're in June, year 11. I wish they would put the year on the tag. This is in July. We don't need to be here. You ever have a craving for something that, like fast food, that you used to eat and it sounds really good, and then you eat it and you're like, it's not really as good as I remember. Just not that it doesn't taste the same, it's just that you're just tasting it with more experience. And you're like, this really doesn't taste good at all. Let me take another bite. Am I just confused? No. This really doesn't taste good at all. I was sad. Captain D's. Yeah, I know, right? Captain D's is good. Not really. Not today. Wasn't for me anyway. Oh, they're taking off with some density over here. Oh, look at that traffic jam. Oh my goodness. That's no good. The only thing I can think is to offload this and make it go over to that intersection, but still, that really doesn't help. Right? So now we're just moving the problem over to here. And there's no major... There's no major way to go from there to there. Let's see if I can make this go through. Nope. Ugh. How do we resolve this? A roundabout right here, maybe? I don't know. Low land value. That sucks. Well, yeah, it's a bummer. What's blocking you, son? There you go. There's all kinds of messed up right here. I'm just winging it. I'm hoping that that option over there gives them just more ways to get off the highway. I see. Low land value. There you go. Your land value is re-increased. That really didn't help the highway problem. Nope, this intersection here. Dang it. That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's a real bummer. Can't create a circuit. Need to think about that more next time. I think, though, once this arcology is built, I'm going to be done with SimCity for a while. I've got Cities Skylines to check out next. Pardon me. Yawn. That gambling house is earning $30,000 a day. 25,000 a day in profit. Gosh, that must be nice. I want medium wealth commercial. So close, so close. Probably gonna have to bump my 9 o'clock Doom live stream to 10 o'clock. Maybe we can get this in a half an hour. Maybe not. I don't know. You know, with all the problems that I was having at the start of the show and everything going on, I've got to say, hey, happy weekend to you. Happy Saturday night to you. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you had a great day. We have a great tomorrow. Thank you for stopping in or taking a minute out of your day to check this out, see what I'm doing. Keep tabs on me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much. You're the best. The best. Sweatpants and all. I love you. July. Please tell me you're not running out of coal. Actually, they're on their market. If they need coal, they should be buying it from the market. Oh, I hope if they are bringing back SimCity, Streets of SimCity. Oh man. This road right here, this would be a hoot to drive on in Streets of SimCity. I'd be going airborne right at this point here. Whee! It was a hoot when back in the day when you would play Streets of SimCity in your cities, because there were no subtle curves to anything. Everything was just pretty much sharp angles, and so some of your streets would look like this, but they'd be way sharp angles, just like stair stepping, and your car would just be all over the place. That's when hover tires really came in handy. Come on, speed up. This is June. You're 11. These are the guys that have the metal. Metal furnace, alloy furnace. We didn't put up our sign. I love the architecture. It still stands up. Looking at this game, it's still beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I would love to have any of this architecture in The Sims. The buildings in here are beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful. It's a shame that, you know, it wasn't well received. because they did an amazing job. You know, a lot of it I think is, you know, a lot of it is people out there on the internet, you know how they are, hating on everything, and then there's other rivals that they let come in and move in on their territory, and that's their own fault. Well, I'm glad you went. I wanted to put a road right through you anyway. Come on, little Sims. You need to make some money. Come on. I did not put my oil refinery back because I needed the space of the trade port. $2,500 tons. No raw ore. Did we dry up all the ore in this area? Or, yeah, we did. Actually, I'm impressed. Good job. Okay, well then, pause. We need to move our ore production. Put in all this, and I didn't need. No, I'll leave it. Or mine. Really? Well. That medical facility is right on this. Man, I'm just Mr. Destruction right now. Rip that raw ore to the ground faster than ever before with this advanced ore shaft. I was hoping we would have some, yeah, facing this way. Yeah. All right, we have to put a clinic back. I heard that trees can clean up ground pollution. There is a ground pollution cleaner that you can get, I think, with the advanced stuff. We'll have to look into that. Right now, just let's get going, get thing up and running again, making metal, and go. We've got a metal demand that we need to meet. Let's do it. Oh, I need to go into the YouTube studio and change my time for the next live stream. I need to bump it up an hour. We're not quite there. I thought we would have the arcology in like the first 15 minutes of the show. Doom. All right, that's been no. What? We haven't been streaming? Oh my god. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. I have made another huge mistake. As always, I didn't hit the go live button. A lot of things happened right when I was trying to start this show. I had calls coming in, people losing their keys and can't get in, and I don't know what to do to help them, and just so much stuff going on. Anyway, good morning, afternoon, or evening. Happy weekend to you. Happy Saturday to you. Wow. I can't believe I've been streaming for 2 hours and it hasn't been on. I need to make sure that these things are set to go auto live. Yikes. So, anyway, I'm so close. Let me show you. Welcome to the show. Look at that. We just need 3,000 tons more of ore to complete the arcology, and I don't know what happens after this. Do we get access to that lot? Does it just create its own thing? I don't like the highway connection to it at all. I wish we could do something about that. Maybe it'll build an improved highway connection. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't have a connection on both sides of the arcology. To both highways. To both sides of it. I wouldn't do that. Why would you spend all this time planning all this and then not have proper road access to it? Can't have them driving all the way around. I'm so sorry again. I deeply apologize. If I could show you in the YouTube studio these little things, sliders that you can turn on and off. One of them is for, it makes it, as soon as you start streaming, it just goes live. There's no clicking any buttons after that. But the way I've got it set up at the moment, you have to confirm that you're going live, and I don't know what compelled me to set it that way. All right, so we've produced all the alloy and all the TVs that the arcology needs now. Just waiting on the metal. So in the other cities where they were using all the metal and, I'm sorry, all the plastic and alloy for this project, now I'm selling all that and they should start making money again. They have, I've been really struggling to keep them afloat. So, I've been waiting on the recycle plants to produce the needed metal to keep the pollution down over here. But right now, I don't care. I just had to move my ore facility down the road a little bit. We chewed up all the ore out of the ground under this big patch of trees here. So now it's producing again. Now we have a smelting factory to kind of speed things up with 2 smelters. So they're working overtime, trying to get that metal knocked out. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you, but I can prove it. I think. Yeah. Look at this. You might be the first to see it. I look occasionally and I've never seen this before. When I typed in, is it time for a new SimCity into Bing? A new SimCity game is in development, confirmed by EA Electronic Arts. Details are still scarce, but it has been years since the release of the last official SimCity game. GamesLearningSociety.org. So, GamesLearningSociety.org. This was published in September 2024. And I've never seen this. I search for SimCity all the time. How could this have eluded me since 2024? We need to get a hold of somebody at EA. Do you know anybody? How do we get a hold of EA and either confirm or deny this pop-up? Look, you can see it's well, I guess you can't. Why does it display it so wonky? By the way, you see it right there. Huh? Why does it cut it off so badly? So I don't know what to make of it. I have no connections. So I can't call anybody. But that would be, if they do it right, that's what, if you watched the first, I don't know, 13 live streams, I constantly was ranting about it's time for a new SimCity. And it's time to incorporate it into The Sims. That's the biggest thing I've been at. Is they have poo-pooed and poo-pooed and poo-pooed our requests since SimCity 2000 to bring The Sims and SimCity together and bring back Streets of SimCity and SimCopter and SimTower and every other good Sim product and finally tie it all into The Sims. Sure, we love all the expansion packs that we get and we love all the kits that we get for The Sims, but the ones that we want, we don't get. We need our SimCity. We need our streets. We need our Copter. People are clamoring for towers. They want economies. They want bigger cities. They want to do all the layout. They want to own everything. So, fantastic. If it is, I've got my fingers crossed. And I really hope so, Sims community. I really, really, really hope so. But every time they do it, and we say, okay, how's it going to tie in? They're like, well, it's not really going to tie in per se. And they keep these titles separate. And it's a huge, huge, huge mistake. I need to get a screenshot of that. Do, 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 do. I've done something to my display settings that it displays everything so big. All right, well, I went on to Twitter, X, and I posted the screenshot, and I said, I've been searching all the time, and I've never seen this. It's dated 2024, but I would have seen it. So I'm asking the community or anybody on Twitter to look into it, see if anybody can do a confirm or deny. If you're just tuning in, you have no idea what I'm talking about. That comes up in Bing today. Why doesn't it center this damn thing right? What the hell happened? Now it blew it out altogether. Now I lost it. Well, there it is, but it still kind of cuts off the front. OBS, I don't understand sometimes. In Windows, I don't know why you do what you do sometimes. A new SimCity game is in development, confirmed by EA, Electronic Arts. Details. It says it was confirmed by EA, but this article was written in 2024, and I would have seen it. I search all the time for SimCity stuff. So that's what all the my hurrah has been about. All right, back to the game. All right, let's look at our arcology. Only, what, 2,500 approximately tons left to go. I'm actually glad you were spared the last 2 hours. I really thought that when I started live streaming that it would finish up that metal much quicker. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that you didn't have to sit through the first hour or two of waiting. Anyway, we're so close, and I don't know what happens after this. I've never built an arcology. I've never built a Great Wonder. I don't know what happens next. I'm concerned about the ramifications of all of a sudden now we have, I don't know, 60,000 plus. I don't know how many people can fit in an arcology. But all those people are going to need jobs, and they're all going to be unemployed, and I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. Do I reduce all the population in my cities and allow these people to commute and just use these as job cities for them? I don't know. Do we get access to this lot? Can we develop on it and develop better mass transit for them? Don't know. But I'm excited. It's fantastic. This town is the real star of the show. This town knocked out those TVs like it was nobody's business. So proud. Put down the processor plant and the hey Chris, come over and look at this headline I found. It says it was written in 2024, but I search all the time for SimCity development. So this article was written in 2024 in September, and I would have seen it. But this is right up. Look, this is the first thing that comes up for in Bing.
I think it was a result.
Yeah, I put out a feeler on Twitter to see if anybody. Christina's the Sims player. I'm a mix of both Sims and SimCity, and I've been wanting them to come together 30 years. I'm so sorry, I still had it on that screen. I am so discombobulated this weekend. Really, I mean, truly, all over the place. Can't do anything right. Everything is just off. Everything is off. So I deeply apologize for any mistakes that I've been making or that I have subjected you to. I'm so sorry. Thank you for tuning in just the same. I really appreciate you. So much more than you know. And all of your views over the last month playing some of this stuff. Thank you so much. Check this out. All that for just a little avenue suspension bridge, a little avenue bridge. Makes for a nice entrance on the town, I suppose. A little overkill, but yeah. It will be nice to be able to turn things on again here. We've had to turn so much off. It has been a real struggle to keep these 3 cities alive. I'm not a great SimCity player. I may have been playing for a long time, but that doesn't mean I'm a guru or super pro. Christine's right though at the moment. Take it with a grain of salt. Let me make sure I got the chat room back up here. Go live. How come that one is saying live? What? Oh my gosh. That's how weird things are this weekend. It said I was also streaming Doom, The Dark Ages right now. Both streams, it says it was how goofy. Now I got to go to YouTube and kill that and redo it. Yikes. Something always going wrong. How historical sword fight really looked. What historical? Their title is off. How historical sword fight really looked like. How do you know? Were you there? Weren't there. Content, live, delete. Oh, that's why it said live. It didn't adjust the time right. Crap. Oh well. Not a big deal. All right, where are we? We're still just waiting on the ore. We're waiting on the metal to get sent over. Speed things up again. We need 2,800 tons. We're so close. Any moment now. Phase 1 of 2. I don't know what phase 2 would be. Great Work Construction is stalled. Send resources. What's going on? It's getting resources. All right, so full storage. There's no place for them to send the ore. They're not sending it fast enough over to the smelter. And they're full, so there's no place to... All right, so let's turn this back on. Great metal. Great Great. Great. Or or thought there was an ore hold at the depot over here. No. Just metal. Which is fine. We're gonna need a place to send the to sell the metal once we're done with the arcology. Got to keep the traffic moving as fast as possible. Should have probably taken advantage of this when I had the chance. Oh, it's too tight though. We've been chewing that ore, the coal right out of the ground. I can't believe how much coal we've used. We're going to have to switch to oil or something soon. Go with advanced tech and really push the tech and try to go to a nuclear reactor or something. Or go over to one of those... This what used to be the smart city. This was the smartest one. And they could handle a nuclear reactor. They're getting smart again. But we're going to have to really increase the education levels once we're done with the arcology. And yeah, go nuclear or go high tech. with the fusion reactor, but we're gonna need a lot of power. Right at the moment, we're losing a lot of money every hour. Got to get that down. All right. Okay, good. The ore mine is working again. And they're full. We need more delivery trucks. Are they filling this thing up over here? Where'd it go? Yeah. Oh boy, they filled it. That one was for metal. Wow, they're knocking that ore out. All right, let's put down another trade depot. They're knocking out that much. No, they just emptied. Dump, dump, dump. But we can't have this turning on and off.
Shoot, Todd.
I don't want to raise the taxes. Don't make me do it. Come on, people. I need some money. High school's off even. Come on. Show me the money. Are these even on? Oh no, Adam closed. Oh great, we're gonna lose more money. But I gotta turn them on. Yep, desperation. All right. So need one near the train depot. Need one here at the university. That doesn't connect properly. Right there. So now that connects. All right. Probably only need half the cars working. See how many? 6, 8. Just let it go. $2,740. So excited. Well, we probably should, while we can, put in a processing plant and at least sell processors. Hmm. Straight 26. Water. What's going on with the water? Oh. We've got to get out from under our deficit. Rain is supposed to replenish water, but we're drinking it up very, very fast. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Like, please don't let now the microphone have been off this whole time. See? High wealth, they say, don't really even use mass transit, so it's kind of sucks to put it down here. Unfortunately, we almost have to rip out both of these high density roads and put in another avenue. But that's going to destroy everything along this strip. Man, come on. You gotta start making some money. Not even worth having this on right at the moment, really. $80,000 people. Crazy. $2,780. Right there. $2,790. We did it. Phase one is done. Construction progress. Constructing. 300 out of 300. Workers are constructing from the materials. Oh, I can't zoom in, but you can see all the cranes working away. Seeing what it looks like from this angle over here. Oh, you can't see the cranes over there now. Only in that view? No, I don't see. They haven't caught up, or it hasn't registered with them? What's going on? There you go. How are they out of sync? That's a shame. Now I don't see the towers. Maybe if it catches up. Now you can see the towers. That's cool. Oh, I need a screenshot of that. Pardon me, I'm going over to GIMP for a moment. Wake up the GIMP. Get me asleep. Dun, 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 dun. That's awesome. Wow. Wow. Another screenshot, one moment. Wow. Another screenshot. Wow, that kicks so much butt. That would be an ultimate Sims challenge. They're putting in all the rooms up there. Wow. Another screenshot. Beautiful. Beautiful. Arcology, regional benefits. Shoppers, workers, students. Building this towering pinnacle of human architecture requires skilled workers and resources. This dense ecosystem contains everything necessary to sustain a massive community. Sims live here, but many of them will commute to cities in the region to work, go to school, or shop. Cut the ribbon. Oh, I should have waited for nighttime. Needs power 300 megawatts. That's a real drag, though. You can't get down into the lot itself and decorate the lot. 300 megawatts. 1.21 gigawatts. That's not a lot at the moment. That's just to kickstart it, though, I'm imagining. All right, so we've done it, and I better save here. And then we'll pick it up here tomorrow. I'll work on it some more overnight and try to think about the power supply issue. But tomorrow we'll start really understanding the ramifications. It said we need a lot of educated people. So, now that there's room for a lot of people to possibly move into that thing, maybe we can start, I don't know, a lot to think about, a lot to think about. A lot to think about tomorrow. Well, we did it. Dun, 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 dun. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't actually as difficult. In the past, I don't know why, I'm like, oh my god, I'm never going to be able to get all this. I'm not going to put it together. Just lacked the willpower. But in the end, it wasn't so bad. You know, with the right plan, getting set up with the recycle plants and having them just really being able to produce a lot of alloy and plastic in the cities and the metal and get it all moving. Then it really didn't take that much time to get everything over. So the requirements were we needed 58,000 people in one city. We needed 1 million simoleons to spend. We needed 8,000 tons of metal. I don't know, several thousand tons of alloy, and then 60,000 crates of TVs. not 60,000 TVs, 60,000 crates of TVs. So I don't know how many people it can hold. It may have told us. $13,000. Oh, Trinity Points. Oh, okay. Population 28,000. Thought it'd be more than that. Is that just, I don't know. Does that go any higher? Shoppers, 13,000 from Trinity Point. Well, we would have to go to each city to pull up the stat block. Okay. Well, again, a lot to think about tomorrow.